All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. As you're coming in, I want you to go ahead and just share this video quickly so that we can have many people on the line. The question before us this morning is very deep. It's something that we all have to contribute to. We can't just leave it alone. It's something that we have to contribute to. Um, Good morning, everybody. Thank you very much for coming on the show with me. If you're coming in, please let me know where you're joining from, and so I can actually throw away salute to you. And if this is your first time of joining this network, let me know also. Uh, Fagbola Tomi, God bless you. Thank you very much. I'm being here. I can spot you there. Thank you very much for that. Okay. I've been here. What's up? How you doing? So please, as you're coming in, let's get more people connected. This staying home is actually going to get people to gain a lot of weight. I've been eating a lot, but I've been exercising also. I run up the stairs, I run back down the stairs a couple of times every time. Just trying to keep fit and lose some weight at the same time. I've been eating a whole lot of different stuff. you know, different kind of stuff and mala. I've stayed away from a bar and pounded yam, but I've been eating amala a lot. I've been eating idididi. You know what I'm saying? Actually, the other day I tried a dikai kong, and I've tried pepper soup too. You know, a little bit, but we just have to be very very careful so that we will not gain too much weight. All right, so we won't gain too much weight. So let's just be very careful. All right, good morning, Chris Jones. Good morning, Osarime. Good morning, Ashewaju. Good morning, Abiola. Thank you very much. Joseph Obadari. Thank you very much. Uh, Abe, God bless you. Um, Man, just a lot of people. Ali Abi Afia. Are you a Nigerian? Oh, you're a Ghanaian. Oh, all right. Okay. All right. That name sounds one kind. I'm not able to actually pronounce those names. Olawumi, thank you very much for connecting. Okay, so if you don't know how to cook, you better reach out. Oh, man. What's up with this stuff again? Oh, Jesus Christ. The internet is actually messing up again. This is not right. This is not right. This is not right. This is not right. Let's wait for it and see what's going to happen. We're going to wait for it. All right, here it is. Okay, we have it. It's possible. It's possible for us to. Yeah, we're back. Pastor Shola, you will to do more workout though. Of course, I will do workout later already. So I've been like really working out a little bit. Olawumi Raji, God bless you, Lady Ruth. How are you doing? Long time. All right. Boluwatife Travels. How are you doing? Idowu Popola. Wura. So the topic before us today is very important. It's something that we have to talk about. And I don't want us to be over religious or over spiritual about this. Um, some people they believe it must be written directly in the Bible. Like whatever they want to do must be directly written in the Bible, as in like when they ask you to go and look for one particular verse, and then it will be there that, and the Lord said, go and buy Gucci. All right, people love to see that, and then they will go and say, "Oh, is it possible for me to have twins?" And then and the Lord said, "You can have twins." So they always want to refer to the Bible as in, like, they want that instruction directly from the scripture. Like they're just writing it there. Ikusami Thompson, how you doing, my brother? How are you? Old wine tastes better. I know, right? So some of you will want, you say, they'll say, oh, go and ask the Bible. Can I travel to Nigeria? You can travel to Nigeria. Everybody, they want it to be written there. It's like God has not given us brain. All right, this brain that God has given to you is for you to be able to think. All right, it's for you to be able to think. Be able to think well. That's why He gave us the brain, for us to become matured, for us to be independent. All right, for us to be able to do some certain things. For us to read the Bible, break the Bible down by the help of the Holy Spirit, know exactly what to do. All right, so that's it. That's the way it's going to be. And like I always say, I said the book of Acts is not over. The book of Acts is not over. We are still acting. All right, we are still acting. Okay, everybody, I need to read your own epistle. You're going to read my epistle, my journey, my relationship, with God. Should I smoke weed? Yes. And the Bible says you can smoke weed. I said, stop. You want it to be written in the Bible. It's not like that. All right. Now, when we're talking about getting married to older person, it's just like you asking me, is it possible for me to get married to a divorcee? All right, a divorcee who has been married before. That person is a well-experienced person. For a woman who is a divorcee to be able to allow you to lead her again after being single for maybe like 10 years or being single for like 7 years or 15 years, all right, it's going to be very challenging. I tell people this a lot, but people still don't understand that it will still be challenging. It's not going to be a kind of an easy stuff. It's not going to be like a bed of roses. It's not going to be something easy that you just penetrate and just start commanding the woman to do this or do that, or just take the leadership role from that person. It will take you to be matured as a man. For you to be able to settle with a divorcee who is a woman who has been divorced for over 7 years or 10 years. Because at that point in time, that person has become a man. She's a man. She's no longer a woman. She's a man. Why? Because for the past 7 years or 10 years, she has been acting as the father, as the mother, as the husband, as the wife to herself and to the children. All right? And to the children. So you can't just come from nowhere and just say, I love you, I love you. I love you, I love you. You have to put into consideration some certain things. All right? You have to. So now we people always talk about age is a number, age is a number. It's a fact. Age is just a number. When you are going straight into a relationship, always have it at the back of your mind that age is a number, especially for women. Especially for women, age is just a number. Because sometimes you see, you as maybe you're 30 or maybe you're 35 and you want to get married and you now get married to a 22-year-old girl. Now, at the back of your mind, you're expecting the girl to start respecting you and be calling you daddy or calling you uncle or whatever you want him out to call you, or starting to use air for you and kneeling down to you and whatever it is. Listen, you are not getting married to your sister. You are not marrying a slave. You are not marrying a slave. You are not marrying that. The moment you are coming into that relationship and you as a 35-year-old man, you are getting married to a 22-year-old girl, the moment the marriage is sealed, you guys are on the same platform. Age is now a number. It's nothing. In that relationship. So it's either you go and get married to your age mate if you don't want Arifi, all right, or you have it at the back of your mind that age is just a number. So for women that have been divorced or separated for too long, at that time they have done so much for themselves. They have been able to trust themselves. They have been able to do things by themselves. They have been able to make money themselves. They have been able to take care of their children by themselves. You now coming in there it doesn't matter your age. Your age has got nothing to do with it. So when you're coming is now your level of understanding, your level of experience that will now come to play. It's your level of experience, your level of endurance, your leadership skill that will not come to play. If you don't have the leadership skill, if you don't have the experience, if you don't have the level of understanding, if you don't have the knowledge, you may not be able to survive in that kind of a home. All right, you can't. Now, not thinking about it like you are just a kind of a 40-year-old man who wants to get married to a 55-year-old woman. All right. Now, you're thinking about it. You are 45 or 41. You want to get married to a 55-year-old woman. Now, think about a level of understanding, a level of education, a level of, experience. She has gone through a lot. Oh, man. Let's wait for this. Let's wait for this. Let's wait for this. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Internet. What is going on with you? What is going on with you? Let me change to another one. Let me go to another one. Oh my God. All right, here we go. All right, this is it. Here we go again. Let's go back in and see what's going to happen this time. My God, my God. All right, here we are. Now, so when you're not looking at it, you're going to start looking at it as in like, okay, this particular woman, you want to get married to an older woman. Probably you are like 41 trying to get married to a 55-year-old woman. You always want to think well. A level of education, a level of exposure, a level of experience, what she's been through, and all kinds of stuff. You must be man enough. You must be man enough to be able to take control of such a home. All right? Why? It's not about she humbling herself. It's not because she is proud. It's because of the level she has attained. It's because of what she has seen, in the years that she's been alive. You as a young boy may not have such an experience. It's possible for you at the age of 41 to be more mature than a 55-year-old woman. I want you to know that. All right? I want you to know that. But it's not given to everybody. All right? Some people at the age of 41, what they know, a 55-year-old woman doesn't know it. So they will eventually submit to that young boy to be in charge of their life, in control of the family. It's all about what you know. It's about your leadership skill. It's about your knowledge. It's about your understanding that will make an older woman to actually be able to submit under you for her to be led. All right? Under you. Okay? Age is just a number. Age doesn't contribute to maturity. Age has nothing to do with maturity. To be matured, it's got nothing to do with I'm 50 years old. It's got nothing to do with I'm 60 years old. It's got nothing to do with that. Because a 14-year-old boy can be more mature than a 50-year-old man. All right? I'm telling you. All right? So if you marry a 50-year-old man, he may be behaving like a 14-year-old boy. And sometimes you marry a 14-year-old boy, you find out that he's more mature than even your father. So maturity has got nothing to do with age. And marriage is based on maturity. Who is older has nothing to do with it. Who is younger has nothing to do with it. Who is the man, who is the woman, or that has got nothing to do with it. Because the moment there is maturity, everybody will fit into where they're supposed to be. The woman will understand I'm a woman, and these are my responsibility. I'm a man, these are my responsibility. And you will carry on just like that. It's just that the society always have something to say as per the way we live our lives. The society always have something to say about the way we live our lives. And we always allow the society to intrude. We always allow it to, we invite the society eventually. We are the ones inviting the society. We invite the church. We invite the pastor. We invite this person. We invite our friends. Let them come and have a say in our home. What do you think? Now, your friend will say, no, I don't think you should marry this older woman, she's too old. And then your pastor will say, according to the spirit, according to the... But is this person the somebody you are in love with? Is this person the kind of person you are connected with? Sexually, are you guys connected? Have you thought about it that this woman may not be able to have children anymore? Or have you thought about it that, okay, do I have what it takes to be able to marry this woman? If you already have everything under control, if you're actually happy with what you have, I don't think anybody should come and mislead you and kind of like, derail you from the journey that you're about to embark on. It's all about you. All you need from people is just advice. Let them give advice, and you have you might not take the advice. You might take it, you might not take it. They have no right to force you to take what they say. It's you that will be inside the relationship. And you see, so many people have been misled in life. So many people, they have been misled in life. It's just because your father said, don't marry anybody from Ijebu. What is wrong with Ijebu people? All right? Can you just open your mouth and tell me what exactly is wrong with Ijebu people? Because your dad doesn't like Ijebu people doesn't mean that Ijebu people are not good for you. All right? Ijebu people are not good for you. So, if you fall in love with the Ijebu girl, and you have been dating the Ijebu girl for some time, and the Ijebu girl is giving you peace and everything, I don't think you should actually follow your dad, whatever she's saying, and then your dad will now come and then start telling story that in 1942, their great-grandfather sent our great-grandfather to war, and then their great-great-grandfather went and put a trap along the line, and my great-grandfather they fell inside battle, and they found out that it was Ijebu people that did that stuff. Hello, sir. That was your great-grandfather. He is not me. All right? You can't be taking the sin of the father on the children. What concerns you in 1974? Understand? So, and then you begin to look at it, and that's how they spoil your life. That's how they destroy you. Because they're actually still angry. It's just like the black Americans of America. They are still angry because their forefathers were slaves. They are no longer slaves. They are free people. But to live a free life right now is difficult for them because they couldn't look past that slavery time. They are still angry about it. And so many Nigerians too, they say, Mama Rio Manjebu, I want Jebu, Maswe don't call you, Maswe di Yawo, Maswe di Kiniko. I don't understand. I don't understand. Okay? You don't have to do that. You will have been misled a lot of times. And sometimes your parents will say, they want to go and check it out, they want to go and do. It's good to check things out, but sometimes they check it out based on their own interest. And then they come and mislead you, and then you disconnect. See, let me tell you one thing that you don't understand today. Older women are better. I'm really sorry to say. I'm very sorry to say this. All right? Older women are better. When they are old, the older they are, the better. All right? The older, the better. You see, the young ones don't know Jackie Robinson. The younger women, they don't know Jackie Robinson. You don't know anything. Wọ́n mọ̀ tójú ọkọ rárá. Wọ́n mọ̀ tójú ọkọ. Wọ́n mọ̀ kan tó ń pè ní arrogant styling. Dosarona Romba. Tó bá lọ try ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú older women, wọ́n á sún ẹ pẹ́pẹ́. Àwọn kìí, mi ò ṣe wọ́n ti ná gbàrà, wọ́n ti ná gbòòrò. Wọ́n ti ná gbogbo kọ́nà ayé. Mentor ló yẹ kí wọ́n máa ṣe. They are supposed to be mentoring all these young ladies. They're supposed to be mentoring all these small girls. Small girls don't know anything. Mama, they don't know nothing. Older women. Oh, you don't know them. Oh my God. Mama, if you know them, you will die. They will bring something to bed. They will start putting it in your mouth and say, you get tangerine. Oh, Baba, yes. Mama, we are going to cool. Older women are better. See, everybody is voting for them. Everybody's voting for them. Everybody's voting for older women. You see, older women, when you offend them, they don't get angry. For it, older women don't get angry. When your friend why the meji ma bomo mo pon binu, I know you're angry. Why buri side be. What do we hear moku? For real, older women that well experienced. See, everybody's voting for them. I'm telling you, people will vote for them. They will vote for older women. Older women don't like drama. They don't like drama. They are too old for it. What are you doing? They are just too old for it. But it's like you are weak. Oh no, you don't know. You don't know anything. Older women are better for you. They don't like problem. They don't like any drama. You are angry. They will just say, "Don't worry, just come here." You know that kind of stuff. I'm telling you, for real. Older women, when you go into bed and stuff like that, after you do no one short, you were satisfied. The media, are you satisfied? About to face consini, belle, mabo. Trusibi, she can find any journey, she can find any edika pelu ogbono soup. She was see go ye. Younger girls don't get that song. They don't get that song. What 2 seconds, 2 seconds. No sex, ingredient. What about doing that? They won't give me food, they won't give me anything. You are asking me maybe I've been with older women. There is one in my house. I have one in my house. It's over 50. There's one over 50 in my house. But I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. It is very good. It is very, very good to marry older women. Older women are better. Okay? The older they are, they get, the better they are. You know, they become very mature. They handle things in a different way. You know, they understand certain things about life. Sometimes when you see older women, when they talk to you about husband, when they talk to you about husbands, they will say, "Ọmọ yìí, fara balẹ̀, ó dógbólúgbọ́n mu mọ́ra, ó dé bárẹ̀ sáré ságbéjẹ́, ó dé bọ́rọ̀gùn ilé ìlà, ọ̀rọ̀gùn ilé ìlà fi ṣoṣù ó fi kunra nǹkan tó ń wá nídìí ewúra ó bá nídìí iṣu kọ́, take care easy." If those older women are talking to you like that, they're talking from experience. They are well experienced. They know what to do. Oh, you can never see them get grig. No, they take things easy. Older women, they're for real. And at that point in time, they are more like a virgin. All right, they have tested life. They have done everything. They've kept themselves. They are very clean. They are even cleaner than these young girls. Young girls clean for where? These chingom girls. The older ladies, they're well experienced, man. They are well experienced. If you find one of them and marry one of them, you'll be fine. For real. For real. I'm not kidding. A older woman can actually make a 5 seconds noodle man to become 1 hour seconds man. 1 hour man. They know what to do. They know how to take care. They take control of sex. They take control of sex. They push you down. They say, take it easy. You take care easy. But the young man will say, it's 2 seconds. It's 2 seconds. I want to know about so that's the stuff. They know how to make you. They take control. So don't worry, take it down. Cool it down. My silence on the interview, let me. Who's doing the interview? You say. So they are well experienced. They've gone through a lot. All right, they've gone through a lot. This quarantine has turned Pastor Shola into something else. They've gone through a lot. I'm actually telling you guys the truth, though, for real. I'm telling you guys the truth, for real. So when we are talking about older women, they know how to handle situations. you as a young man, you're coming into a relationship with somebody that is older than you, I bet you're going to learn faster. I bet it. I'm telling you, you're going to learn faster. You're going to become a real man faster because you're going to be confronted with challenges. And those challenges are going to mature you faster, than you being with a younger person. A younger person don't know what's going on already. Majority of them always believe that a man and a woman, you have a right, I have a right. You see, whenever you're now talking to your husband and say, you have a right, I have a right, understand, then you are actually making the man to be angry. A older woman will not say that. They take control of the house without the man knowing. The man will not know that he's not in charge. He won't even know that he's not in charge at all. The way an older woman will actually treat you. She will take all the power away from you. You'll be saying yes, ma, but you won't know. I'm telling you. And before you get to know, you become very matured. And by the time you're matured, she let you do it. She let you handle stuff. She'll let you handle stuff. For real. She'll let you handle stuff. By the time she is done with you, she will act as a mother. She will train you. She will teach you. She will now let you do it. Because she's gone through a lot. She's trying to build a husband right now. She's trying to. The younger ones, they don't have time. They don't have time. They just wọ́n lọ change that for now. Kí ló ṣe? Over pa So I don't be ọmọ yẹn. Wọ́n change that for fún ìyàwó mi go fẹ́ wo TV. That's the way they will react. For an older lady, she won't react like that. She might just take the baby to the bathroom and say, di méjì wá. Papa mi decide yìí mú. Decide kejì náà mú adé mú. So why bá mi mú wipe kọ́ wipe yìí ọmọ yẹn jẹ́ kí sáré lọ mú aṣọ tí màá fi change yẹ wa. You will be the one changing diaper before you get to know. You'll be changing diaper like every day. Before you get to know. The way she will handle you, she will make you to see it like as if to say it's fun. You will love it. Unlike the young ones who just open my bastardize here and stuff like that. And older women are well experienced. That's not their first rodeo. They have gone through series of other relationships. They've been with this person, they've been with that person, they've been with everybody. All right? They have that understanding of what made them to fail in the first one, what made them to fail in the second one. They're not going to try it again in the fourth one. Because right now they're getting more mature. So you coming into a relationship with them, you are actually coming into a relationship with a well-experienced manager. A well-experienced manager. That's what you're coming into a relationship with. So let's read the comment here. What I love about dating older women is that as soon as you show them that real love, they start behaving like children. Easy. So, well, I understand. It's not just older women alone. There are some younger ladies who are matured also. At a very young age, they're very matured also. And they know how to hold things down. Àwọn ló máa ń pè ní ọmọ ọ̀dọ̀ àgbà. Ọmọ ọ̀dọ̀ àgbà. That young ladies that grew up with their mom, they grew up with their grandmothers and stuff. They have seen it. They've seen it happen many times. They've seen the way their mother handles situation with their dad. They see the way their grandmother handles situation with people and all that kind of stuff. So they grew up knowing the way of the elders. So those ones are young, but they are very old in their spirit. They are old in their mind. They are well experienced in their mind. So when you see such a kind of a girl, she's going to be different. So when people compare people, it's not like they're actually wrong, but it's not really right to do so because everybody is different. All right, you might actually find a wife that is younger, understand, but with a kind of a mature brain, based on the experience she's gone through. And you might marry someone that is elderly, and that person may not have what that young girl is got. All right, it's just about life. All right, you don't beat people up because you want them to be like somebody. It's all about the experience of life, what they went through, what they grew up with, and that's it. All right. And that's it. That's the way it goes. All right. So when we are talking about marrying someone that is older, is he right? Is he not right? Now, is it biblical or is it not biblical? All right. If you look at inside of the Quran, I'm not 1,000% sure, but based on the stories I've been hearing, Muhammad's wife is older than him. The wife of Muhammad is older than Muhammad. I'm not sure 100%, but based on the stories that we've been hearing. And is more mature than Muhammad too. All right. Spiritually more inclined than Muhammad also. All right. So I personally don't see anything that is wrong in somebody marrying somebody elderly, somebody that is older, because age is just a number. What really matters is the connection, the chemistry. All right. That's what matters. Am I connected with this person? Do I have a kind of a connection physically, sexually, spiritually, emotionally with this person? All right. If true, if it's right that I do have a contact with this person, I have a connection with this person, automatically I can actually enter into a relationship with that person and actually build it and make it to work. All right. And make this relationship to work. That means this relationship is doable, regardless of the age. Because age is just a number. I will continue to say it so that it can actually sink into us. Now, let's flip it around. Now, when we flip it around and say, okay, I'm an older lady, is it good for me as an older lady to marry someone younger than me? Okay, sometimes for women, they might not want to. Some women will like, no, I can't. Because they look at the guy as like, Egbe Aburo. He sounds the same age bit like my little brother. I can't do it. There won't be respect. There won't be this. Some people like that. They think that way. They believe in their age. They look at their age to figure out who should they get married to and who not to get married to. I see that all the time. Every time I interview people, I will ask them, what age do you want? They say, well, someone older than me. Some of them, very few of them will say someone a little bit younger, I don't mind. If it's a little younger, I don't mind. But most of them will say somebody older than me. Because that's what the society where we come from made us to believe. That your husband must be older than you. Your husband must be a father figure. Your husband must be elderly. Okay? So that he could be mature. Actually, what they are actually trying to say, that they might not be communicating correctly, is that the person must be... Oh, all right. Oh my God. I'm not sure what's going on. All right, we're back. We're back. We're back. This is a terrible network, man. Terrible, terrible network. I'm really sorry about that. I'm sorry about that. All right. So what was I saying is that for a Nigerian woman, it's a little bit challenging for them to be able to see and connect with somebody that is younger, probably because of the culture or because of the environment, the society we are from. We one thing that they refuse to, or the interpretation that I believe the old stuff means is that the person you want to get married to must be more mature than you. That's what I think it should be. It's not supposed to be someone that is older than you. But they believe that if somebody is older, the person will be able to control you. But we have forgotten that age has nothing to do with maturity. It doesn't matter, even if the person is older, he may not be able to hold it down. That's why we have a lot of frustration in marriage today. We have a lot of frustration in marriage today because the man is not able to be the head. So sometimes they'll get frustrated. Oh, she's not listening to me. She listens to pastor more than me. Oh, she's not listening to me. Oh, she's listening to her father. Oh, she's not listening to me. She's listening to her friends. Oh, she's not. So you get frustrated along the line because he is not matured enough to hold such a woman down. Maturity will create that effect. It's maturity that creates that kind of an atmosphere of leadership. That kind of understanding of leadership is when you become matured and you have what it takes to be a leader. Then you can be a leader. If you don't have it, you're going to get frustrated along the line because the lady is not going to listen to you. It doesn't matter your age. You might be 70 years old and you're married to someone that is 50 or married to someone that is 25. If you are not man enough to be able to hold it down, you don't have the maturity and what it takes to be able to lead a home, they will still not listen to you. It doesn't matter. Some people respect people based on age. Don't get me wrong. Some people respect people based on age. They'll say he's an old man. Although when they say he's an old man, doesn't mean that they really respect the person. They're only giving respect to his age. But in the right sense of it, agbe o control respect, right? Alright? They might respect you based on your age, but in the real sense of it, what you've done is not supposed to be heard of by someone your age. So what people should say is that marry someone more mature than you. Marry someone that is more mature than you. It's not about the age. The age is just ordinary number. So for Nigerian ladies, it's a little bit challenging. They are not able to see. They could see. It's not possible for them to see themselves dating a younger person. But actually, the mama onigbas, all the mama alayes, the slave mamas, they don't care. They have one young girl that is actually dating them. The young man is powerful enough to be able to shadow Wale and all kinds of stuff. So they have that mama on the side. They have the mama, the young guy on the child that is actually servicing them. So they don't really care about the age. They are paying. It's more like a gigolo kind of relationship. So they're paying the young man to go and do whatever it is. All right? They have to do that. Some of them don't. Some of them bring the young man to parties and stuff, and all kinds of stuff. So, but they understand that the young guy is there, is actually energetic, is actually having the strength to be able to do whatever. Understand? So they always keep that kind of a person on the side, and they keep them like a gigolo, or to satisfy them sexually and stuff. But when it comes to real marriage, a Nigerian person don't see that. They don't want to do that, and it's just a pity. I believe marriage works well, or marriage will work well if there are two matured people in that relationship. Two matured people. The wife is matured enough to understand that age is a number. The husband is matured enough to know age is a number. The husband is matured enough to understand this is my roles as a husband. The wife is matured enough to understand that these are the responsibilities I have as a wife. And the man is responsible enough and matured enough to understand this is my wife and she is me. I have to take care of her. I have to reference her. I have to listen to her. The man must be matured enough to that level. The wife must be matured enough to the level whereby she will understand, I'm supposed to be a helpmate unto this man. This is my man. This is the head of the family. I am only supposed to submit to him. I'm supposed to respect him. I'm supposed to love him. I'm supposed to be everything to him. Okay? And the man too must be matured enough to the level whereby you understand that I'm not supposed to be abusive towards my wife. I'm supposed to love and care for her. I'm supposed to respect and reference her. I'm supposed to listen to her. You see, when you now find two mature people, regardless of their age, coming together, and they now make marriage to work, is just because of the maturity. The maturity will always come to play. All the time. Every time there is a situation, and that was what I was saying. The older lady, they know how to hold things down because of their maturity. They know how to handle you because of their maturity. All right. I went for counseling one time. I was counseling at the time, and the young lady, I think she's like 28 years old, and the guy is like 32. All right. They have been in a relationship. This guy has been all over town and all kinds of stuff. Ever since they've been married for 3 years, and this lady has never used her hand to touch the man's penis one time. Never. Has never occurred at all. And the man was expecting. Okay, during the time we were actually having sex and we were kissing and all that stuff, I want my wife to reach out to actually be able to touch me and feel me and be able to give me the kind of the urge needed for the love making. I want to connect with her. But the lady said, well, is it not a sin for me to be touching your whatever? I'm a woman, I'm a believer. I'm thinking I'm supposed to submit myself and surrender on the bed for you to touch me and stop. 28 years old. I'm not talking about a 500-year-old woman. I'm talking about a 28-year-old lady. Believing that kind of stuff. She got nobody to educate her, nobody to train her, nobody to tell her all this stuff. But at the end of the day, after I was able to put her through, she was like, I didn't know I could do that. I didn't know I'm supposed to be able to do whatever and stuff. And then about 2-3 months after, I called the guy, and the guy said, whoa, she's a lion now. She had it in her. It was inside her before. But she believed that, there is a restriction somewhere, probably from the church, or from the father, or from the mother, or from somebody, or from the society, that a woman's supposed to surrender. So all she believes is that for her to just submit, surrender, like a sheep that is about to be slaughtered, and for the man to now be the one to work magic. Right now, she's a lion. So automatically, God forbid, if she should leave this guy right now and get married to another man, do you understand the new guy will actually enjoy her more than this guy right now? Because at that point in time, she's now more matured. She is more experienced. She has learned some new things. And then she'll start experimenting on the new guy. And the new guy will look at her like, whoa, this is the kind of woman I'm looking for. That's what maturity will do to people. When you are maturing, it's not age. It's not growing of hair on the armpit. That's not it. It's not growing beer. It's about how much of problems you've been able to solve. How much of problem you've been able to solve. That's exactly what maturity is. How much of problem you've gone through in life and you've been able to solve. So when you solve problems daily, you become a wise man. When they say this person is wise based on experience. What he has gone through has changed him to be an ordinary person to a wise man. So when people come to him and say, we are in this problem, he will know exactly what to tell them to be able to take them out of there. To take them out of that place. All right? So that's a wise person. And experience in life will take you to that level. So it doesn't really matter your age. It's about what you've been exposed to. It's not about age. It's about what you've been exposed to. Some people have not been exposed to nothing. And they are 50 right now. And those are the people that will be saying, is it true? Can it happen? Is it true? Is this a movie? Is it not a movie? Those are people that will continue to ask you that question. Is this a movie? Is it not a movie? Because they've not been through nothing. They've not been through anything. So it's very dangerous. Let me tell you this real quick. It's very dangerous to marry a guy who is not mature. It's dangerous to marry a woman who is not matured also. All right? It's a dangerous thing. Maturity is one key thing that relationship needs. Maturity. It's maturity that will help you to be able to use your trust. It is maturity that will make you to handle love matters correctly. It is maturity that will actually make you to handle your anger issues correctly. It is maturity that will make you to handle your arguments correctly. It is maturity that will make you to handle everything correctly, that it will not go out of hands. You see, when people say, I have already seen it happening, it's because they are matured. Maturity will make you to see things that normally other people don't see. Maturity will take you down to that level that you no longer walk by sight, you walk by faith. And actually, this morning I was talking about this whole stuff. You see, when you talk about walking by sight and walking by faith, to me they mean the same thing if you are in the realm of the spirit. Because what you see is what sight is all about. What you see. And I see things in the spiritual realm, so I'm still walking by based on what I see, that I could actually say is faith. Faith, actually, I can put my faith to work to see things. I can put my faith to work to see things. So when I see things, it's still by sight. But my own sight is not, I'm not seeing what others are seeing. I'm seeing what other people cannot see. I am a matured man. I look inside of a problem and I see more than just the problem. I see the end of the problem and I see the positivity. So when there is negative thing coming from an argument, I will be able to know. That's why Yoruba people say, tí ọmọ kékeré bá ń gé ginigbó, àgbàlagbà máa mọ ibi tó máa wọ́ sí. You're supposed to think about that proverb. Like, why is it that when a small boy is cutting a wood, it is the elderly that will know where the wood is going to fall? It's because the elderly man has done the same thing before and the tree fell on his head. So when the tree fell on his head, he became very, very educated, very well knowledgeable. That when you stay on this side and you're chopping the wood on this side, it is that same side that the tree will fall. So he knew. So when a younger man is chopping the wood on this side, he will be able to tell the young man, say, what does it matter? Come to this other side when the thing is about to fall. Then the young man will say, Daddy, how did you know that? He say, àgbàlagbà ni. Ibi tí mo bá jókòó lé sí, tí n bá rí ibi tí mo bá rí ní orí ìjókòó tó mo bá dìde tó nàgà ó lè rí. That's what they call experience and maturity. The man is matured. He can never fall victim of such again. The man is more mature right now. He cannot fall victim of such. It's so many people when they fall, it's because they have not seen it before. Some people when they fail, it's because they have not passed through that region before. So when you start walking on your road, you will fail, you will stand, you will learn. You will fail, you will stand, you will learn. That's why I say failure is part of success. You cannot appreciate success if you have never failed before. If you have not failed before, you can appreciate success. Success and failure, they work together. Failure will make you to appreciate success. When you see somebody dancing at the tip of success, it's because that person has failed before. That person could feel the bitterness of failure. So when you succeed, you know what it means to succeed. All right? So in the game of relationship, in that game of relationship, when you're looking at maturity, maturity is the key thing. When you're looking at age, age is contributing nothing to marriage. Nothing whatsoever is contributing to it. Because some people are old, but they don't have experience. They don't have experience. So don't get married based on age. Get married based on experience, knowledge, exposure, which is equal to maturity. All of this is equal to maturity. That's what it's all about. It's not the maturity of the body. When you look at the maturity of the body, the man is old, his beard is turning white, he's got a fully grown banana, hair growing on his armpit, the woman has got breast, got bum. That's just physical maturity, maturity of the body. But we are looking for the maturity of the mind. Are you matured in your mind? That's what we are looking for. Are you matured in your mind? That's what we are looking for. So the moment you become matured in your mind, that's when you are ready for a relationship. You will look at age as nothing. Age will not mean anything to you. What will matter to you is two matured people coming together to make marriage work. I'm going to open my telephone line right now, and I'll be able to take phone calls from people who would love to make phone calls in. You have a question, or you have addition, or right now, or whatever. 405-550-9494. 5135. All right, that's the number. Yeah, loss on head. Do you really hear that in Jabo? You are actually matured physically in your body, you know. All right. The telephone number is open at this time for people who would love to call in. The number is 405-550-5135. For those who would love to call in, 405-550-5135. We will later come back and talk about education. Does it really matter? I want to tell you that. Yes! 1000% it matters to be educated. Because education is part of being matured. We'll talk about it some other day. But today, that's actually what we're going to be talking about. For people who have a suggestion, you have a question, you have a story to share, feel free to call in. You want to actually quickly just expose to us that older women are better. Older women are better. Older men are better. Please go ahead. So there are some ladies, they marry older men because they are looking for father figure. Some people, they didn't get to grow up with their dad, so they are looking for a father. So they go and marry somebody that is older than them. Okay, somebody's calling me from Ghana. Hello? 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 I don't know this kind of people that are calling me from Ghana. I didn't say any word. Alright guys, if you are calling, please turn your computer off. Whatever it is that you're using to hear us, please turn it off before you make that phone call, because you will be disturbing us here in the studio with that background. Alright? Now, some people, they are looking for father figure. They don't have a father. They didn't grow up with a father, so they're looking for a father figure in their life. So they get married to an older man to look like a father to them. Hello? Hello, can you turn your computer off?
Hello?
Can you turn the computer off? We're hearing the noise.
Okay, hello?
Yes, hello?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
We can hear you.
Okay, so this is Harley from Ghana.
Okay, welcome, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
My contribution is maturity is indeed very important.
Okay.
When I newly got married, I discovered that at any slight misunderstanding, I would, with my husband, I would pack my bag and, step out, like I'm going back to my parents' house.
Okay.
Because I read too many Mills and Boons and M&B novels, so I was thinking that was actually marriage.
Okay.
But decades after, I wouldn't do such.
Okay.
I would, right now we barely fight, we barely disagree, because even if he's done me wrong, I can do 1,001 things to bring him down and, not escalate the issue. I discovered that and that is the experience I've had over the years in marriage. But why I was still had a problem with young men, I found it difficult to date my age mates. Reason being that in the relationship, I was more like their mom. Over time, I was the boss. I'll be doing everything, doing the decisions.
Okay.
Let's do this. You have to do this. We have to buy this. And it did happen with me. I wanted a father figure. I wanted someone to look up to. I wanted someone to be in control. Someone who could decide things. Someone who could help plan the future. Someone who could make me relax and take decisions for the family. Someone I could close my eyes and depend on. That's what I wanted. But I wasn't getting it in the relationships I was having.
Okay.
While dating men over time. The only person, I had one distinct relationship, which was someone who was like 18 years older than me.
Okay.
And in that person was the only person I found that all the qualities.
Okay.
However, that time our parents were like, hey, this one will not marry this. that one won't do that. Blah blah blah. They have all the excuses. Oh, the age gap is too wide. Blah blah blah. And then I wasn't. I didn't know what I do now, so I couldn't stand my ground.
Okay.
To stick by him and stand and say no. That's what I was going for.
Yeah.
So if I would advise women these days, young ladies these days, who are going into marriage, I would simply tell them, it's all about love. I love you, he loves me, and then then the next thing, they are getting married. And then when it's remaining the two of them in the home, they have no plans, they have no focus, they have no purpose. They think, we just have to marry because we have attained a certain age. But I'm 29, I'm 35, and most of my age mates are married and having children. But it's not so. It's because you have a future, you have something documented, you have a goal, you have objectives, and you are seeing someone who can fit into that plan. Who can also even speed it up with you when you work together. That is meant to be the essence of coming together. And then you can plan it together and make it outstanding. But it's not what we have. It's not what we have these days. So you marry today, and 2 weeks after you're fighting, you're quarreling. The guy, for me, I have major setback at the early age, and my husband actually got to understand me much later. And this was one thing I kept saying. I said, "Sweet, you are the head of the home, so please take charge." A man should not, when things are out in the home, a man should not walk away. You should not walk away. It is your home. You control it. I often say that when things go wrong in the home, I will leave the blame to a woman. Because it is your home. You are the head of the home. You should make a plan for it to work. If your wife is feeling that things are working, but you are the head. Make her to go against your will to put things in place to see that it works. But rather, the woman will be the one texting the immature boy and getting him, come back home, you slept off yesterday night, you left your food on waiting, you did this, and it gets the woman frustrated at a point. We become frustrated. Not women are making everything to make it work. It's not working. It's because only one side is thinking. One side is reason. One side is working. The other person wasn't even mature to enter marriage. I believe that the young ones who are coming into marriage now would really understand that marriage isn't just about a stage you get to in life. You just want to do it because people are doing it. You do it because you have a plan for the next phase of life, and then you are seeing someone who carries something better, who can work with you to make it a reality. So maturity for me is very important. For me personally, I wouldn't marry a younger man.
All right. Thank you for calling, my dear sister. Let's give room for other people that would love to call also. God bless you. Thank you for calling from Ghana. God bless you. All right.
Thank you. God bless you.
All right. Yeah. The telephone number is still open, ladies and gentlemen. For those that are trying to call in, it wasn't possible for me to pick two calls together at the same time. But the phone is open right now for anyone who is willing to make that phone call at this time for you to call in. The number is 405-550-5135. What do you think about a younger man marrying an older woman? Is it right? What do you think? Looking at it on your own side, is it possible? Is it something that you can do or something that you cannot do? Hello? Oh, that call is gone. All right, we missed that call. So if you're willing to make that phone call, +1 405-550-5135, that's the telephone number. Is it right? What do you think about it? Nigerian women don't like marrying someone younger than them. Why so? Is it because it's not biblical? Is it because it's a sin? Is it because it's not something the culture is allowing? Or what exactly is the problem? So I'm expecting you guys to make that phone call in. Or probably you have to share your own experience. You are married to an older person and you've been enjoying it. Or maybe you've dated somebody that is older before and you enjoyed your relationship with the person. I personally believe it that older people, or older ladies, they are more experienced. Like I said one time, I said, if you want to get married to a divorcee, there is nothing wrong about it if you know exactly why she's divorced, but you have to come with maturity. You don't just come anyhow. You come with maturity, because for you to be able to marry such a person and enjoy your relationship, you must be truthful, you must be open, you must be hardworking, you must be somebody that she can trust, and you must be someone with a great personality. You must have what matured men have. Somebody, let me read this comment real quick. Personally, I don't think there is anything wrong with it, as long as the older woman is not the same age as the man's mom or grandmother or auntie. all right. That's where we are still bringing age into it. Sister Ruth, you are still bringing the age back into it. We are trying to knock age out of it, because age has got nothing to do with marriage. We see so many ladies in Nigeria. Even though people do call it, they say it's greed. Those girls are greedy. We see old men of 70 getting married to 25-year-old girls and all that. And people say, oh, lady, is the money, is the money, is the money. Sometimes it's not. There was one particular story of one lady who actually, she's a millionaire and got married to an older man, and they interviewed her and she said, because she's looking for a father. Because she's looking for a father figure. All right? And that's why. It's not like maybe she's looking for the man's money, that she's already rich. Let's pick this one. Hello?
Sir.
Hello?
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Corona, sir.
Are you trying to contribute on the show?
This is Loretta. No, is the show on right now?
I'm on the show. I'm on the show.
Am I disturbing it?
Yeah, you are. I'm on the show
okay,
right
I'll call you
now. All right. So some people believe that the person is greedy. She's looking for the man's money. This, that. But she said she's actually a millionaire. She's not. She's not looking for the man's money. She's only looking for a father figure, looking for someone to act like his dad, and stuff. So we are trying to knock age out. Age is just a number. When you're coming to talk about relationship, some people don't have the energy anyway for an older man or an old man to marry a very young sister. Just to marry somebody that is 60, getting married to a 20-year-old or 25-year-old girl, wàhálà ló máa pa ọkùnrin yẹn. Wàhálà ló máa pa ọkùnrin yẹn. Ọkùnrin yẹn wàhálà ló máa pa. And what am I saying is because, the 20-year-old girl will want to have children. She want to go out to parties and stuff, have fun. She want to go on vacation. She want to do some certain things. She want to be sexually satisfied. All right, for the man who is 60, at the age of 60, you're trying to maintain your life. You are trying to take things easy. And the woman and the lady wants to just drive you just anyhow. All right? So it's going to be a little difficult. That's why I'm saying that you have to bring your old self into such a kind of a marriage. All right? You must actually be strong enough to be able to satisfy a 20-year-old girl. You must be strong enough to be able to accommodate her, to deal with her needs. You must be strong enough to be able to take care of babies and, keep sleepless night, change diaper, take a baby to school, and all kinds of stuff. So you must be ready for that at the age of 60. If you are getting married to somebody that is 20, or unless you're going to actually hire somebody to take care of that for you. If you're that wealthy and you want to hire somebody to take care of that for you, good. You can do that, but you understand that the kid is going to grow up knowing the babysitter and not knowing you. All right? Because the kid won't know you. The kid will only know the babysitter and the people that are all around about. All right? So, for a 20-year-old girl getting married to a 60-year-old man, it's more or less like you want to actually put a whole lot of burden upon the man. So with that, the society will say you are marrying him for his money. You are marrying him for his money. Or maybe you are desperate. There's no way you can find a husband, then you decide to marry a old person. And that's the stuff. Personally, I don't see anything wrong in it if the man is well prepared for it. I don't see anything wrong in that if the man is well prepared for it. For an older woman who is probably like 60 or 50, 55, getting married to someone like 40, I don't see anything wrong in that also. But the man is not coming in to be demanding for children, because such a kind of a woman is not ready to have kids anymore. Not at the age of 55. Not even at the age of 50. All right? You don't want to put such a kind of a burden upon such a person. So you are coming into that relationship because you are marrying a retirement wife. You want to marry a retirement wife that you guys will just take vacation together, go all around the place, have sex if you want to. And because at that point in age, at that age, a point in time in the age of a woman, they want to grab as much as possible they want to grab when it comes to sexual relationship, because the time will come that they'll go all the way down to zero and stop. Come all the way down to zero. So we all have to be prepared for it. You that you're actually trying to go into a relationship with someone that is elderly, you must understand what you're going in to meet. And somebody that is accepting the proposal of a younger guy or a younger lady, you must know what you're trying to accept at the same time, because this is actually more or less like Ikure, Ibadure. Pastor, please, sir. Here we are talking about Africans in general, not only Nigeria. Of course, we are talking about Africans in general. We are talking about Africans in general. I'm only using Nigeria as a case study. I use Nigeria as a case study so that, because I know that culture well, I know that tradition very well, I know those people very well. So whenever I refer to them, I'm actually using them as an example, but I'm talking to all Africans. All Africans. All right, so that's just the issue. Another thing that you have to put into consideration is the generation. The difference in generation, you have to put it into consideration. You are trying to get married to a 60-year-old man, or trying to get married to a 70-year-old man. There are certain things you may not be able to get. Some of them you don't text them. When you WhatsApp them, it will take them 3, 5, 10 hours to respond. For a young person, you text a young person right now, he will reply you right there, right that moment. The generation is different. Their own generation, people make phone calls. It's just so sad that even me, as old as I am, I actually don't like making phone calls. I don't like making phone calls to people. I love to chat with people. I text people like right there. If you send a message to me right now on my phone, I'm going to respond like right that moment. I'm going to respond. Maybe because I talk a lot during the day. I talk a lot because my job is all about talking. So I talk a lot. At the end of the day, I just want to keep my mouth shut. So I like to respond. So if anybody is married to me right now, expecting me to start talking, or that, I may not talk. I may start sending messages and stuff. And that's what this young generation love. The young generation, they don't want to talk. They just want to chat. So if you marry someone that is outside your own generation, if you marry somebody outside your own generation, you may find it so difficult. Yes, some people don't even know how to use WhatsApp. They don't even know they have WhatsApp on their phone. All right? They still use SMS. SMS that they will send a picture, you can't download it. All right? And WhatsApp has made things easy for you to actually be able to download. Send a picture on WhatsApp, boom, you just download straight away. And then another thing is that it's very difficult for you to keep them awake. When you are marrying someone that is elderly, it's going to be difficult for you to keep them awake. They can't just be awake, they want to get their sleep. You can't just be jumping all around the place, going from one party to another party, or going from one place to another place. All right? You have to make sure you put all that into consideration. All right? At that point in time in their life, they want to be truthful. They're not ready to play games. A 60-year-old man, a 70-year-old man is not ready to play games with you at all. They are actually straight shooters. They tell you the way they feel it. They are done with playing games long time ago. At this point in their life, they just want to shoot you straight. They want to go, they go. If they don't want to go, they don't want to go, they don't want to go. There is nothing you can tell them that they're going to change. Nothing. I remember my dad. My dad will not wear slippers, will not wear shoes, and he will walk from our house all the way to junction. And everybody will be like, Daddy, what about that? You don't need you, So these are the things that is in their life. All right, so you coming into it, you don't come and now start changing his life around. You don't come and be imposing some certain things on him. Whatever he will take, he will take. Whatever he's not going to take, he won't take it. He won't take it. All right. Another thing that you have to put into consideration is that at that age of 60, 70, you want to marry somebody at that age, 60, 70, and you're very young, there's tendency of them trying to act like your father. That's the tendency because they are fathers. They have kids too that will actually be on the same age like you or older than you. All right? So it's possible for them to want to assume the position of your father. So they want to treat you as a daughter at that point in time. So that's just it. But when you marry somebody that is actually very close to your own generation, even though the person is older, maybe you are 40 and you are marrying a woman that is 45, you are marrying a woman that is 50, is still okay. You see, by the time you start increasing the number, you will now find out that even though numbers don't matter, but generation do matters. Numbers don't matter, but the generation matters. So sometimes somebody that is 50, 60 can actually be computer literate, can be technologically inclined more than someone that is 20. It's possible. All right? It's possible for someone that is actually 55, 60 to actually love to have fun more than somebody that is actually 16. It's possible. It all depends. It depends on the nature of that person, the environment where they grew up, their own nature, their belief, who they are exposed to, what they are exposed to. You know, very, very important. All right? So that's it. And I want to thank you guys for listening. That's it for now, because I have some other stuff. I have counseling sessions to do. I'm about to start doing my counseling sessions right now. So thank you very much for staying tuned and watching this broadcast. I really appreciate you for doing that. May the God Almighty be with you. In case you need counseling, coaching session, feel free to connect with me. And there is a kind of a program coming up really soon. It's a kind of a workshop for couples. I'm bringing it on. It's a free workshop for couples, your husband, yourself. So you guys must be there together. I'm going to be teaching about peace. I'm going to be teaching about love, understanding, and all of that stuff. How you can actually make your home a better place. How you can make your home a better place. That's what we are going to be discussing. Thank you very much, everybody. God bless you. In case you have any questions, feel free to send it to me through WhatsApp or through my inbox. God bless you. Ali Abi Afia. Thank you very much for calling on the show. I really appreciate that. Good contribution. God bless you. Thank you and God bless you. I'll see you guys later on the flip side. Keep it gospel. God bless you. Yeah.